ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Second and 5 now. Jackson stiff-armed him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That caught by Trimble. A gain of 6 there on first. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, it's Brady. Flushed out right. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check right 21.
On third down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. Play action. Now it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, Now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On play action, now Brady. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked up by Troy Pride. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7.
This is McCaffrey on the give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Again, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
At the 43-yard line. San Gonzalo's on a 60-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throw by Brady, incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 33. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want
touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Succop for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 37, Panthers 16. Ryan Succop.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 44, Panthers 16.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, Kurt, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Brady going to throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Brady going to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds here. A gain of 37. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for